Don't tell anyone, but right now the universe is leaning closer to hear the very words that are about to leave your lips. 2 minutes is all it takes. 2 minutes of truth, spoken with authority, to summon money from unseen sources. The unseen is waiting for your command, and when you speak with faith, it obeys. Listen, and let these words plant wealth in the soil of your soul. For every word you speak is a seed, and the universe is a fertile field, eager to return to you a harvest that mirrors what you have sown. Speak poverty, and you call it forth. Speak abundance, and it races toward you as though it has been waiting for your signal all along. So many people whisper to themselves the language of lack, and they wonder why their lives reflect it. They rehearse fears, they rehearse doubt, and then they are surprised when they reap more of the same. But you, in this moment, are being given a higher truth. Your words are not idle. They are creative forces. They shape, they call, they command. Every syllable carries the vibration of creation. When you whisper wealth into the silence, money begins to stir in the unseen, looking for the doorway into your life. And that doorway is always your faith. Imagine right now, your voice is the brush of an artist, painting unseen reaches into the canvas of the air. The paint is invisible, but it will soon dry into reality. You cannot see it at first, but the picture is already there forming, waiting to be revealed. This is why you must guard your tongue as though it were gold, because in truth, it is worth far more than gold. One careless sentence can lock a door, one bold declaration can swing it wide open. And money, opportunity, gifts, and blessings come rushing through, as though they had been standing in line, waiting for your word of permission. The universe is not stingy. It is not reluctant to give. It is leaning closer, listening, waiting, eager to fulfill. But it cannot give you what you never dare to claim. To claim is to speak, and to speak is to command. Your 2 minutes of truth become the law by which heaven and earth conspire to deliver what belongs to you. So speak as one who knows that unseen powers are listening. Speak as one who knows that wealth already exists, only waiting for your invitation. Speak as one who believes, and the universe will echo your words back in the form of money, flowing to you in perfect and unexpected ways. Money is already listening for your voice. Money comes to the one who expects it. Not the hesitant, not the fearful, not the doubter, but the one who calmly rests in the knowing that it is already theirs. Expectation is not a weak hope, nor is it a wish thrown into the dark. Expectation is the certainty that what you call for must come, because in the unseen it already exists. The invisible world is filled with riches, opportunities, and doors waiting to open, yet only the expectant heart, steady and unwavering, turns the key. Think for a moment of the child who expects a gift. There is no strain, no doubt, no question of whether it will arrive. The child simply knows it will. That same innocent confidence is the secret doorway to abundance. Too many grown souls bury themselves in doubt, rehearsing disappointment before it even arrives, and so their very expectation is of lack. And the universe, faithful to mirror expectation, returns what they secretly prepare for. The fearful heart receives fear's reward, but the expectant heart receives abundance, pressed down and running over. When you expect money to come, you shift your entire vibration. You begin to walk differently, speak differently, decide differently. You are no longer begging for scraps, you are preparing for harvest. Expectation is the invisible magnet that pulls wealth from hidden corners. It may come through a gift, through an idea, through an opportunity, or even through the simple kindness of another. But it will come because you have already made room for it. Just as a guest will not enter a home with no space, money will not stay where it is not welcomed by expectation. So set the table for your riches. Prepare the place for your abundance. Expectation is the open door, the light left on in the window, the sign that says, "I am ready, come in." And when you live in that steady knowing, the universe has no choice but to respond. It rushes to fill the space you have created with your certainty. Do not confuse waiting with expecting. Waiting is passive, expectation is active. Waiting looks at the clock. Expectation looks at the promise. Expectation whispers, "It is already mine and it must appear." And when you live in that whisper, money cannot resist your call. What you expect in faith becomes what you hold in your hand. When you speak, creation obeys. Every word carries a vibration, every sentence a seed, and the universe is attentive to each one. Your tongue is the pen that writes the story of your wealth, and what you write becomes the script your life must follow. Many people do not realize that their words are alive. They speak lack without noticing, and then wonder why lack continues to visit them. They declare problems, and problems multiply. But the one who understands the secret power of the spoken word speaks with purpose, knowing that every syllable is shaping tomorrow. You may not see it instantly, but your words are never idle. They travel into the unseen and begin to form circumstances, people, and opportunities to match what you have declared. If you say, "I never have enough," then unseen forces gather to ensure you are correct. If you say, "Money flows to me freely and endlessly," then doors you never imagined will swing open and deliver what matches your command. The universe does not argue, it only mirrors. It does not question whether you are worthy, it simply reflects what you have boldly or carelessly spoken. Think of your words as keys. Each word unlocks a door. Some doors open to abundance, and some doors open to struggle. The choice is always yours. If you desire wealth, then align your tongue with wealth. Speak riches, not poverty. Speak favor, not failure. Speak opportunity, not loss. Just as a gardener plants seeds in soil, you plant words in the invisible field of life, and each one will return to you in kind. No farmer doubts that what he sows will grow. Why then should you doubt that your words will return with their harvest? So many whisper curses over their own lives without knowing it. They say, "I am broke," and the echo returns to them faithfully. But when you choose to speak differently, when you dare to say, "I am rich, I am provided for, I am surrounded by abundance," then heaven and earth must align themselves to prove your declaration true. Do not underestimate the simplicity of this power. It is not complicated. It is not reserved for a chosen few. It is for anyone who will dare to speak wealth with conviction, without wavering, without retreat. Every word you utter is a command to the universe, and money is waiting for the sound of your voice. Prosperity grows in silence before it bursts into sight. The seeds of your wealth are planted long before you ever see the green shoots break through the soil. In those unseen moments, when you are speaking words of faith, when you are holding thoughts of abundance, when you are imagining a greater life, something is already taking shape in the invisible. Just because you do not see it immediately does not mean nothing is happening. In fact, the silence is often the clearest sign that creation is working, for the greatest miracles are prepared in stillness. Consider the seed beneath the earth. For days, weeks, perhaps months, it looks as though nothing is happening. The ground seems unchanged. But below, life is stirring, roots are spreading, and growth is building strength. And then, when the time is right, the first tender leaf breaks the surface, proof that the invisible has been at work all along. So it is with your prosperity. The moment you plant the seed with your word, the process begins. The silence is not emptiness, it is preparation. This is why patience is so powerful. Many abandon their declarations too soon, digging up their own seeds with words of doubt. They say, "Nothing is happening. I see no change." And by doing so, they uproot what was just about to break through. But the wise soul trusts the silence. They know that unseen forces are arranging opportunities, aligning people, shifting circumstances, and preparing doors to open. Silence is never stillness, it is the womb of manifestation. When you hold to your affirmation in quiet confidence, you give life the time it needs to form your wealth in perfect order. Money may not fall from the sky, but it will arrive through channels you could not have predicted. A new idea, a chance meeting, an unexpected gift. These are the leaves breaking through the soil of your faith. Do not despise the days when nothing appears to be changing, for those are the days when everything is happening beneath the surface. Trust the silence, speak your word, and stand firm. What is hidden will not stay hidden forever. Prosperity that has been growing in secret will soon break into the light of your life, and when it does, it will come with a force that cannot be denied. Your silence today is the birthplace of your wealth tomorrow. Faith is the password to open every closed door. It is the invisible key that turns the lock no hand can touch. Without it, your words are empty sounds drifting into the air. With it, your words carry the weight of divine authority, and nothing in heaven or earth can resist their command. Faith is not begging. Faith is not hoping. Faith is knowing. An unshakable certainty that what you speak is already accomplished, even before your eyes have seen it. The moment you declare your word with faith, unseen forces are set into motion. The universe does not wait, it responds. A current is released and it begins to flow in your favor. Doors that seemed sealed tight begin to shift. Obstacles that looked immovable suddenly crumble. People and opportunities are drawn to you as though compelled by an invisible hand. Faith does not ask how, it simply declares, and the how reveals itself in perfect time. So many speak their desires but cancel them in the next breath with fear. They declare prosperity, yet within they tremble, wondering if it will ever come. That trembling is not faith, it is doubt disguised as desire. Faith does not tremble. Faith speaks once and rests, knowing the word is law, and the law must be fulfilled. When you speak wealth with faith, you are not trying to convince the universe. You are commanding it to release what already belongs to you. Think of the general who gives an order. He does not repeat it 100 times. He does not pace the floor wondering if his soldiers will obey. He speaks once, and his confidence in their obedience makes it so. That is the posture of faith. When you declare, "Money flows to me in abundance, freely and continually," you must speak as the general of your destiny, unmoved by appearances, unshaken by delay. Faith makes your word irresistible. It wraps your declaration in power, so it cannot be ignored. Without faith, words are like arrows without a bow, falling harmlessly to the ground. With faith, they fly straight to the target, striking with precision. And the target is always your good, your wealth, your opportunities, your open doors. So stand boldly. Speak your word with authority. Rest in the certainty that it is already done. For faith is the one key that cannot be denied, and with it every closed door must open wide. Your faith is the golden key that unlocks the vault of abundance. When your heart, your words, and your belief walk in one direction, miracles appear. There is no greater power than alignment, for it draws all of life into agreement with you. Many people desire one thing in their hearts, yet their words speak another, and their beliefs contradict both. They say, "I want abundance," but they speak of lack and secretly believe they will always struggle. This divided energy scatters the power that could otherwise bring miracles into their lives. Alignment is the secret to making money flow swiftly, as if out of nowhere, because it unites every part of your being with one command. Your heart is the seat of your desire. It is the place where your vision of wealth is born. But the heart alone is not enough, for desire without declaration remains hidden. You must give it voice. Your words give shape to the vision, and every time you speak them, you build the structure in the invisible. Yet even words can fail if belief does not stand behind them. To speak with no belief is like knocking on a door you do not expect to open. But when belief joins the heart and the tongue, the universe has no choice but to respond, for it hears a sound that is whole, complete, and irresistible. Think of alignment as a river. When the streams of your heart, your speech, and your belief all flow into one channel, the current is strong and unbroken, carrying you swiftly to your destination. But when each stream divides in different directions, the waters grow shallow and the power is lost. The universe responds to the strength of your flow. When every part of you says yes to abundance, it comes without delay. This is why it is vital to watch not only your words but also your hidden beliefs. You cannot speak wealth by day and secretly believe in lack by night. You cannot affirm abundance while carrying fear in your chest. You must allow your inner world to harmonize. When your heart beats with desire, your lips declare it boldly, and your mind rests in full belief, the law of life bends to you. Miracles of money, opportunity, and provision will come not slowly, but swiftly, as though they had been waiting for this perfect harmony to unlock them. When you are aligned within, the world without has no choice but to align with you.